Good morning, y'all. I am Keith Dykes of W.K.D. Construction, and we are here in the pool house. And today, man, we're gonna make it happen. If you've seen my video, my previous video on the floating stair stringers, the custom-made floating stair stringers here for the pool house, you know what's coming next. Yes, sir. For today's second part video, we are going to be making 3-inch thick white oak stair treads, man. Yes, these things are going to be beautiful. But I'll kind of give you a little breakdown on what we're gonna do. So right here, I have a standard stair tread that I bought from Lowe's. This is 11.5 inches thick, or 11.5 inches deep. They're 36 inches long. This is not 36, that's something cut on, but they're 36 inches long. So it's just a factory white oak tread that I ordered from Lowe's. Got them like in 2 days. So I'm gonna take those, we're gonna cut all the bullnose part off and basically build up in layers. Those are actually, they're 1 inch thick too. So we're gonna do 3 layers of 1 inch white oak and get our client that 3-inch thick tread that they want. So I'm done talking. Let's get with it, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're here at stair tread making 101. This is kind of what we got. I found these treads at Lowe's. These were the cheapest I could find. They were like 32 bucks a piece, I think. And I got them like in 2 days. So I had to go ahead and we had to rip off this bullnose right here, which will be fine. It'll be what, 11 1/4? I think overall it'll be 11 1/4, so that'll be fine. But the owner wants it 3 inches thick. So this is what we're having to do. I ordered some extra treads. We ripped them down 1.5 inches thick. There's 2 inches, and then we got a full stair tread on the top, a good one. A rip right there in the middle. We'll fill this in with some 3/4 inch plywood and some 1/4 inch plywood to get us 1 inch thickness, and then we will cap it with another tread, and then we will have overall a 3-inch thick tread. So that is probably going to be the most cost-effective way to make a 3-inch tread. Just because I looked online and they were like this is about $400 a piece to have these made. So we're gonna make our own. Here's a tread that is half complete. Got the good side one, so that'd be the top. And then we ripped 1.5 inches here, and then we cut the end grain, rip those, and then Steve's putting glue in and fasten them on top of there. And then, like I said, we'll take and fill this whole middle in with some plywood, and then we'll cap the bottom and sand everything up, and it'll look like a 3-inch thick stair tread. All right, I've got all of the treads that we've got fabbed up, loaded up into the truck, and I'm about to take them to Silverwood Cabinetry in Paris, Tennessee. So I called my guy, Jim Jackman, over at Silverwood Cabinetry, and I said, man, I made these stair treads. I laminated some oak, some white oak treads to make these treads for the staircase. He said, because I don't have a joiner myself to be able to run them and square them up, you know, a big thick joiner. He's got an 8-inch, so I called him up, asked him, I said, hey man, you think you can help me out? He said, yes, most definitely. Love to help you. So just bring them over, and they'll run them through the joiner, get them all squared up, get the edges nice and true, and then run them through. As you can see, we used, if I get out of the sunshine there, we put dowels on the bottom. These are the bottoms. The top head doesn't have dowels. It's all screwed through the bottom. So we've got dowels, so he can, after he gets everything run through the joiner, then he's gonna run them through his belt sander and make everything nice and smooth, man. All right, now that I have all of the treads over at Silverwood Cabinetry with Jim, he's getting all those trued up and sanded. We're gonna start working on the platform. Yes, sir, the platform. It also needs to be 3 inches thick. So I'm gonna have Brent and Steve start working on those. We're just gonna take regular stair treads, which have the bullnose. They're 11.5 by 36. We're gonna take those, rip off the bullnose, and use the Craig jig, make some pocket holes, and then we will glue them up and make one giant top, which is approximately 77 by 36, because my treads are 36 inches. So we're gonna glue them all up and just start with a big giant top. After we get the top made, we can't stop there. No, sir. We are going to, actually, we'll figure out the dimensions, exact dimensions that I need, take the track saw and cut a miter all the way around it, because I'm gonna use white oak and make a 3-inch apron to wrap around it. That way we get that big, thick edge that we need. And we're also gonna have to build it up in 2 layers. I'm gonna start on the bottom of the platform. We will have 1/2-inch plywood, and then the middle will be 2x4s, and I'll just space them out, I don't know, I guess probably every 1, 2, 3, I don't know, 11 inches, 10 inches, something like that, I don't know. But we'll have probably 3 or 4 2x4s right there, and then we will set the tread part, the tabletop, on top, and then we can screw everything through the bottom and be where it looks like we didn't have to use fasteners. It looked like it's just sitting there. So, and then these, Jay had pre-drilled holes in the top. That way we can just set it down as a hole, screw it through the bottom, and it'll be there. So pretty excited about that. We'll get that going and get that on, and hopefully Jim will get the treads done here in a few days, and we can get ready to get started on the handrails. So we come inside. It's a little cold outside, so we're gonna come inside, set all this up. Basically what we got, we just put some sawhorses down, and we're gonna use it as a table and try to keep this as flat as possible. And Brent will start coming in here, putting the pocket holes in there and gluing everything together, like I said, and fit up and have one big giant top. And then we'll take the track saw, cut everything, and it will be beautiful. This is cool. This is the GoPro Hero 10 remote, so I don't have to come hit the camera every time. So that is the cat specker. That is very cool. Stop! All right, you seen the old guy messing with the camera, Brent? All right, I'm gonna blame this on him. I told you I was gonna use the track saw, and we did. We did use the track saw, or they used the track saw to cut the top, the platform, the landing, mitered all the way around the edges. But guess what? He couldn't figure the camera out, and he didn't film it, man. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I've been talking that up, and you didn't even film it. Come on, man. So hey, it's Brent's fault. Brent's fault that they didn't film that. So that's why this is not the video. So I'm throwing him under the bus. All right, y'all, I just got back from Silverwood Cabinetry. I picked up the stair treads, dude. These things look amazing. Mr. Jim did a beautiful job on these things. Let's show you. Squared them up. He took about a 32nd off each end, about a 16th off each side, he said, and then run them through the sander on both sides. Look at that, man. That is, I wish you could feel that. That is nice. That is slick. So it's always good to know people with the right tools, man. They can make the job perfect. So thank you, Mr. Jim at Silverwood Cabinetry. Good. All right, Brent and Steve have been working on the platform and just about got it buttoned up with like this one end right here, but basically it's an apron board that's 3 3¼ ripped with a miter on this side. Took the track saw, ripped that side, so we have a 3¼ inch looking thick platform. So once I get this end on there and complete and dried, they'll flip it over. We'll take 2x4s, run the length of it 4 times, and then we've got some plywood over here, some BC plywood. Painted it black, that way when it's upside down and you look up, it's gonna be black. So, and then they'll fasten that to it. We'll take the whole platform, sand it, stain it, and then we can just set it on top of the framework and screw from the bottom with some 2.5 inch structural screws. It's gonna be nice. They got everything put together, so we're gonna take it outside, do a little sanding on it with some 320, get it nice and slick, and put a color match stain that I picked up at Sherwin-Williams, and so we can hopefully mimic really close to that color tone of the floor. I know it's not gonna be dead dig right on cue, but hopefully it'll be in that same tone and it's not really gonna catch your eye as if we just put a clear coat on there. So let's get it. All right, so we're back at it, working on the platform and the treads. This has been stained and it has one coat of ultra flat. I think I went with the clear ultra flat polyacrylic because of the floor itself. It really don't have no shine, so we went with the ultra flat. It's got one coat of that on there. Steve's putting the clear on the treads. And Brent has got 600 grit sandpaper, sanding it down, making them really, really slick. We'll get them wiped down and put another coat of the polyacrylic on top. Look at that, man. Turned out. I'm tickled with it, man. It's gonna look badass. Look at that. Look at that thing. Shoot. All right, y'all. That's it. That's how we made custom 3-inch thick white oak stair treads for the floating stringers here at the pool house. Y'all definitely come back, man. We got another part to this. We're gonna install them onto those stringers next. So hit that little bell, man. You'll be notified when I upload this. I've got some more shorts to put on too. So definitely keep an eye out, man. These things are gonna be slick as hell. So just keep watching. We're gonna keep putting it out, man. Come on, till we get it done. So once again, I'm Keith Dykes. This is the pool house. Thanks for watching, and yes, sir. Got it, coach.